And for News 19, I'm meteorologist Brianna Mowry. We're looking at those impacts for the winter storm we're seeing already starting, and it's going to continue into early tomorrow morning. Things should be wrapping up around 2 to 3 a.m. and we're going to be seeing just about everything. We're getting the wintry mix right now. We've seen rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow out there already, but we're not expecting much in the way of snow. It will just come down as flurries, and it's not expected to accumulate. But with the ice possible, we are looking at the potential of a few power outages, so something to prepare for, especially if we see this trending icier, which we have in the last day or so. So here's what we're seeing right now: a wintry mix across the state. Some areas getting some snow, the upstate getting some snow right now, and into parts of North Carolina and in parts of Aiken also getting a little bit of snow. But most of us are dealing with that wintry mix right now. We're seeing it coming down as rain for most and beginning to freeze. We're already seeing some freezing on some elevated surfaces, so make sure you are watching the steps, the sidewalks, and seeing it on bushes as well, but already seeing signs of freezing. Temperatures right now are cold. We are in the upper 20s in the upstate, 30 in Columbia here in the Midlands, and a little warmer along the coast, but even they have parts of the coast having winter weather advisories in place. But here's our temperatures in the Midlands: 30 in Columbia, 30 in Lexington, 31 in Saluda, 32 in Newberry, 30 across Winsboro and Camden. So just about everyone at or below freezing, and that's when we're going to start seeing that freezing rain beginning to accumulate onto surfaces, and that's going to lead to some icing problems. But here's our current map of watches and warnings and advisories. Everywhere in the pink, which is a large area, several states, winter storm warning that goes until, at least for our area, Saturday at 7 a.m. And then looking at the winter weather advisory, that's everywhere in purple, and that will last until 4 a.m. Looking closer at South Carolina, almost the entire state under some sort of winter weather alert. So everywhere in the pink, again, that's the warning, the advisory in the purple, and even parts close to the coast included in that winter weather advisory. Now it was expanded to include more areas toward the east this morning, and we are seeing Richland and Lexington and Aiken have been added to that winter storm warning as well. So and then everyone else in the purple in the winter weather advisory, that goes until 4 a.m. Saturday, and the pink, that's the warning, that's until 4 a.m. Saturday as well. So definitely going to be tracking this weather as we head through the day today. Everyone in the Midlands in some sort of winter weather warning or advisory now. We are not so focused on the snowfall. We're not expecting much snowfall here, and that chance of any significant snowfall going to be confined to the upstate parts of South Carolina and a little bit far to our north and or to our west. But here across the state, looking at those forecast snowfall totals, really have backed down on the totals, especially in the upstate. Could get an inch or two there, but here in the Midlands, we're really not expecting much snowfall. We could get a dusting in some areas of the Midlands, but our main concern now is the ice. So looking again at that snow forecast, a little bit of a wider view, those heavier snow areas with heavier snowfall looking like parts of North Carolina. But again, our main concern is that ice. So our ice chances have increased. We are now in that teal color, which is where we're going to watch a 70% chance of a tenth of an inch of ice or more. We are going to continue to keep an eye on that. Some areas, small area, around 80%. But looking at the ice forecast, which is what we're focusing on now, this is where things have trended to be icier. We could be seeing about a tenth of an inch, 2/10 of an inch across the Midlands. Some areas could get more, and that's the areas we're going to watch, because once we get around a quarter inch of ice, we're going to start seeing power outages and other issues, and that's when you get the weight of that ice on power lines, it's when we start seeing those outages. But here's our extended forecast for the area. Looking at what is left of this system, we're going to still see that wintry mix through the day today. We'll see that warm air trying to push in from the south, and it will, and this is going to turn into rain. So we're going to get less of the snow flurries, less of the sleet, and more of the rain. But temperatures at the surface will be cold enough that it will freeze, and so that will be freezing rain. We'll get that ice accumulation going into around midnight, still seeing some rain falling, but then we'll see things ending 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We'll still be dealing with clouds, and we are going to see the sun coming out by by mid-morning or early morning Saturday. So that's when we're going to see things thawing out. That sun's going to work a lot to melt some things on Saturday, and that's when we'll start seeing conditions improving. Here's our Midlands forecast. Pretty much everyone getting that wintry mix today, and we'll still see that warmer air. Everyone's going to be impacted by that warmer air pushing into the south, and that's going to cut down on any snowfall totals. Unfortunately, snow would be better to drive on than ice, but our concern now has shifted to ice. We are still going to see cloudy conditions until mid-morning tomorrow. We'll see things thawing out, and that's going to be when travel improves. The worst times for travel will be this evening into tonight. So if you don't have to be out, it's best to just stay home. Here's those winter weather impacts. The highest impact looking like the northern Midlands, but everyone's going to see some sort of winter weather impact through the day today, even into tomorrow morning. Zooming into the Midlands, that's Kershaw, Fairfield, Newberry, and Saluda, all in that moderate risk for impacts. Everyone else in the minor, but again, the entire Midlands could see some winter weather impacts. So looking ahead at our winter weather, we are at a weather impact alert. Again, that's this afternoon. So now until Saturday morning, travel is going to decline as we head into the evening as well. So make sure you get where you need to be and stay there unless you must be out. We are still expecting anything from rain, freezing rain, sleet, maybe some snow flurries, but we aren't expecting that snow to accumulate very much. We're really focused on that ice at this point. Power outages possible, so make sure you get batteries and charge those, and make sure you have a way to get any alerts if need be. And make sure you have a way to get some heat if you were to lose power, but it is important to practice that heating safety. We will continue to have updates here on News 19 WLTX Plus, so make sure you follow along. We'll update you all along through the evening as this system unfolds and moves through. And until then, see you at the next update. I'm meteorologist Brianna Mowry.